I just wanted to do this brief live reading with you guys. It's a beautiful sunny spring day. We've had the spring equinox on the 20th on Friday, and it's Mothering Sunday in the UK. So if any of you have little wee kidlings, very, very happy Mother's Day to you from the UK. And that goes for fur babies as well, fur baby mamas, because I don't have children, but I do have cats who I treat as my children. So just in case anyone feels a little bit left out. And also sending love to any of you who, sadly may have lost their mother at any point. So this reading today, and I do hope you let me know if you can hear me, if you do join me live. I may be answering some questions at the end, or taking some questions at the end if anybody is actually with me, because I know it's kind of afternoon here, may not be the same in other parts of the world. But yeah, I am hoping to just bring you some guidance, bring you some healing, some company in this weird, tricky world that we currently find ourselves in at this moment. And hopefully we can get some advice going, some information about what's going on for the foreseeable future and what the spring equinox, what the spring equinox is here to tell us, what spirit is here to tell us. So if you are live with me, I'm on my phone. Do excuse me, I just had a bit of tea that went down the wrong way. If you are live with me and you have a question, please do let me know, or if you can hear me, please do let me know as well, because I'll be just looking into what's going on for us in the near future, see what's going on. Okay, so let's have a look and see what Spirit wants you to know for the spring equinox. I've been doing readings today, and personal readings, not on here. And I have had a lot of people in various stages of their life being quite open and anxious, and obviously having some, I don't know how to say it really, having some issues with their anxiety. Hello, Champagne, welcome. I hope you can all hear me. Having some anxiety and having some stuff going on that, maybe they're feeling a little bit like they can't handle right now, which is absolutely to be expected given the current climate. I'm just going to shift this over here very sneakily. But obviously we're all at different stages and we all handle things very differently. The main thing that I've got from understanding readings, personal readings that I've been doing today, is mostly to do with keeping ourselves, our inner selves, happy. And that can sometimes be limiting the amount of social media that we're consuming. It can be limiting the amount of people we listen to. Some people may be, all over the place, listening to this and consuming this, and then they don't know what to believe. I think you need to just kind of reduce the intake of stuff. Hello, Michelle, and hello, Alex. Thank you. Welcome. I hope things are going well for you. Hope Canada's good as well. But this is basically, like I said at the beginning, if you have missed it, just to see what spring is telling us, giving you a little bit of company. And if you have any questions that you'd like to ask, I may have time to do them at the end. But this is basically what I've got in front of me now is the spring spirit messages that are coming through. So let's see. The first one, birthing a new age. Yes, I've been saying this for a while now, that I believe this is a cultural reset. If you are selfish during this time, if you are, we've seen a lot of that, if you are very callous about workers, people are getting called out, especially in the UK. Waterstones, the book company, have been very callous about their consumers and their staff. So I feel like this is going to be biting some certain people on the backside, but giving the rest of us a new age, giving us a cultural reset. So what we're doing in spring equinox is also this new age. It's also this feeling of something changing. If you're in the southern hemisphere, that would be Mabon. So you're going into a time of self-reflection, maybe darker nights and stuff like that. So you're still going to be utilizing your spiritual connection. But some of you in the northern hemisphere, because it's becoming brighter, we're now seeing things. We're getting illuminated from what we have maybe not been in tune with prior. So this dreaming a new world into being, we want everybody to be kinder. We want everybody to be more considerate of others. We want to help. We want to applaud the people who may have been seen as, just there in the background and taken for granted. We're turning to artists now to help us. We're turning to books and media and art and dance and entertainment. Things that have been seen as superfluous and maybe to some people not essential to life. We have been things going on, around or surrounding us. We have been quite, sheltered in a way, thinking, oh, well, artists aren't valuable. They're just there. For instance, people who want to be an artist, well, there's no money in that. It doesn't matter. It's giving something to the world. And I think that's kind of what we're looking at now. We're tilting, the axis as to what we see as essential and integral. This is kind of what I think human consciousness needed, but the method in which it's gone about is incredibly scary, and the spring equinox is here to kind of tell you this is a time for hope more than ever. This is a time to have that energy, that lust for life, that passion. Concentrate it where you can. I'm ever so sorry to hear about your mother-in-law passing away, Michelle. I do hope everyone in your family is doing well. It's a very tough time for some people, but the spring equinox is still reminding you that there's a rebirth. In Mabon, it's the cycles. Everything comes around when it needs to. I'm just going to have a sip of tea out of my little kitty mug. And then the next one, it's important to keep drinking. Hello, Yvonne. Welcome, welcome. Oh, if I can get this card. So the next advice is the age of light. Okay, so we're birthing a new age, and that age is the age of light. So this will be about us, spiritual people, I think. I feel like there's a lot of change in ourselves, and because we're now becoming more aware of what's important. Consumerism is not important. Buying things, having possessions doesn't mean a thing if you haven't got that swing. No. It's one of those things where it's more like what you need to reevaluate what is important to you. This is what I think it is, and that's what we're all doing. Like, what is money? Really, it's money that is decreed that we all need by consumerism and landlords and all this. And this is you must do this and you must do that. And it's kind of it's favoritism as well. So those who have and those who have not. But ultimately, we do have, as spiritual beings, we have the opportunity to bring in anything that we need into this lifetime. So, for instance, manifesting an opportunity or manifesting £400. I just need the £400 for this. There is an ability that we have to do it. And I think that we're all going to now tap into that by not really... I don't think we should plug into our virtual reality headsets. I don't think we need to plug into the TVs and just constantly drown ourselves in media. But I do feel that we need to disconnect somehow to get back to what makes us happy. And that could be, sitting on the porch, listening to the birds sing. It could be looking at pretty videos with, I've got on the TV downstairs, I've actually got some waves coming into shore just to encourage that kind of, because I wanted to break away this year, but that's not going to happen. So just a feel of, understanding and understanding where you are. Really, this is a new age coming, so you need to be prepared, really. And then we have, deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. So, when we're all kind of in this situation, the main thing to do is just rest. Now, again, I said retreat. I don't mean necessarily plug yourself into anything like computer games or virtual realities or anything like that. You know, it's not necessary. But what you may need is just to kind of switch off a little bit. Just read a book. I love writing. I love books. You know, the whole thing I do is editing, and services about editing and telling stories and, you know, helping people get the story out. So I feel like this is what we need. We need to reconnect with nature as much as we can. Nature is currently thriving. It's reconnecting with, you know, its usual haunting grounds. And that's kind of like, you know, the fish are returning into Venice waters. You can see dolphins coming back in as well. You know, it's actually thriving because we're indoors. So, I mean, I know it's very important for us to connect and everything, but it doesn't have to be a million miles an hour. And I think that's kind of what we need. The world can afford to be a kinder place to the earth, where the world can afford people to work from home. It can afford to treat people a little bit better, not have access to everything for 24 hours, not doing this for everything 24 hours. Just like humans, the world needs time to rest. So the earth needs time to slow down. And while we're slowing down, so the stores close at 10 p.m. instead of being open 24/7, stuff like that. Instead of us being everywhere all the time, the earth needs us to go to bed. And I think that's kind of what it's saying. They just need us to go to bed a little bit and kind of go into ourselves. Now, what I foresee for the near future, the spring, May 1 equinox here, I see this as being a grand old time to rejuvenate your connection with whatever you see as your own spiritual path, or because I presume, since you're watching this video, I presume you are spiritual and that you have a connection to spirit, or you've had an experience some way. So if you have done that, if you are in connection with spirit, now is the perfect time to increase that bond, increase that connection. Whether that's through art, channeling art, I've been painting a lot more, whether it's through writing or manifesting or journaling or just sitting outside with a cup of tea, which I'll probably do when the spring is a little bit warmer. It's just a case of valuing people and making sure that you send little updates now and again, you know, just to people, say hi, how are you, and valuing connection. Like, look at the grudges you may have held. Are they worth it? Is it worth holding that grudge over somebody, or is it more beneficial to just let them go and say, you know what, you no longer occupy space in my mental or physical form, and I release you, and goodbye. That's much healthier to do than hold on to any resentment that you may have. I'm not saying that anyone watching this does that, but it's just kind of to understand where we're at, really. And I do honestly believe that there's a great chance that we can get through this as better people. Now, the thing is, what I'm getting is that the powers of big conglomerates and businesses, they don't want you to become better people. They want you to buy things to feel like you're improving yourself. They want you to buy things to improve yourself. They want you to, oh, I must have this and I must have that. Really? Really? Do you have to have this? Do you have to have the latest Lamborghini? Do you have to have this specific brand of whatever in order to be the best possible? No, you don't. And that's the trick of consumerism. It's telling you that you need it or else you're nothing. And I think that that's not the route that anybody's taking right now. We see essentials fleeing the shelves. I mean, we see things that we desperately need, you know, like vanishing. So what we need to do is say, okay, so this is what's important. Not the surplus, not the latest Nintendo, not the latest computer game, anything like that. It's not essential. You know, and I think that's kind of what, certainly not the latest iPhone. Definitely not. No. nor 5G either. We don't need faster this, faster, 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 faster. It's not even that fast anyway. Anyway, I won't get into that today, but be wary of 5G. It's just a case of trying to be thankful to the universe, acknowledging that you are not alone, and that this higher power, this energy, is always conspiring to create more happiness in your life. You need to be, or we should be, grateful for the universe for conspiring to create all of your dreams into reality, to align things for you, to all these opportunities because of the good of the universe and because of your alignment with it, your understanding of it. How do you want to feel? You want to be creative every day? Do you want to be energetic every day, grateful every day? Just be thankful to the universe and commit to being a vehicle of love today. And I think this is, and always actually, because this is very important here. We're birthing in a new age now. There's one thing, this is not going to be over like tomorrow. We're going into a new stage now. And I'm predicting some things will change, but there will be a push to go back to how it used to be. There will be a push. Because at the moment, money is the only thing that will speak to people. Kindness is the most valuable currency that we have at the moment. Kindness. Consideration. But ultimately, people will still push you thinking you need money, because you need that big thing, this. Look at all the allowances that companies are doing for their disabled workers, for, just look at how much is happening. Companies are making allowances. Yeah, sure, work from home instead of commute 2 hours here and 2 hours back on a packed train or in a car polluting the planet. Look at how much is being given to us. But as soon as it goes, oh right, well this isn't necessary anymore, come in, make the effort, spend your money on the train tickets, do this, do that. We demand you be here 24 hours a day. We demand you go over here and be accessible to us all the time. They'll be pushing back to normal, and I bet you half the workforce who is working from home will be forced or made to go back into the office because it's more convenient for them and they can do a head count and blah blah blah. So it's just a case of we need to commit to birthing this new age. We need to commit to resting, replenishing ourselves, figuring out what's more important. The earth is really, I read a comment the other day saying this is basically the earth's way of saying go to your room. Yeah, pretty much I agree. The earth is saying go to your room. Think about what you have done. And just kind of trying to get people aware mostly as to what's coming through here and what's going on mostly. I'm just going to have another sip of tea. But if you have any questions, by the way, do let me know, because I'll probably wrap this up in the next few minutes. If not, if you don't have any questions, then I'll just kind of wrap it up. But I had some messages that I didn't even know were coming through today, so that was interesting. I must have needed to get this off my chest. But for instance, I have this candle thing, like this is currently my favourite candle. Clan Miducci from Grace and Honey. And it smells of the ocean. It's because I grew up by the sea and it smells amazing. And the thing is though, it's like, I need more candles, I need more of this. I don't really, it'd be nice to have them. I mean, it'd be nice to have this smelling all over the house in big things, but I don't really need it. The only thing that makes me feel, nice about doing it is I'm supporting a small business. She is a book lover. She creates all her candles from her love of books. She's a small business owner, so I would support her gladly. I know where my money's going, essentially. but I don't need all the candles. It's just nice. And I think the thing is, retail therapy, it makes you feel nice because you've got some stuff. But we need to move the idea of stuff and our happiness. We need to unlink that. We need to unlink happiness connected to stuff and how much stuff we have and the newest stuff. I'll get off my horse in a minute. Hi Natalie, is there something that the spirit needs to tell you? There may be, you know. Let's do a brief read for Natalie for messages from spirit. Okay. Hi Jelly, yes, we all need to get rid of stuff. There's far too much stuff. I'm looking around this room right now going, I don't need all of this. Like, it's just pieces of paper and drawings and things and boxes filled with old subscription caskets. I don't need that. Right. So, Natalie, you had Ace of Pentacles and Ten of Swords. So for me, I think a new beginning of manifestation and prosperity is going forwards. But as soon as you make a decision to move forwards, as soon as you make a decision to take that leap and to manifest your new reality, somebody's going to be annoyed with you because they may be worried that you're going to move away from them, or they're going to lose you, or they're going to essentially be defeated. Or alternatively, there could be a fear that you'll start the journey and you'll be full of the joys of spring, only to fail. So if this is failure, or if this is another person, you need to do that, because this is what you should be focusing on. You should be focusing on your manifestation, your prosperity, the new beginning, the new action that you want to take, the joy. What I've been saying in this entire reading, really, the joy, the future, the purpose, the connection to yourself, the ground beneath your feet. The aspects and attention and opinion of other people should not really factor into following something that you know in your heart of hearts will make you absolutely happy. So there is a new beginning coming for you at some point, or there's a decision to be made. And if somebody's not happy with you, or if there's a fear of failure, continue. Just continue. Put your head down regardless and carry on. That's the main thing that I'm getting for you. To be honest, that's what I probably need to hear as well. Because I've been struggling writing my book for the last few weeks. So, I mean, obviously there's been weeks. I'm not kidding myself, months. I meant to have this draft done in April last year, and it's still here. So, yeah, that's kind of a thing. But I hope that helped you, Natalie. So, I can't actually see the chat. Okay, I've got it. Yes, Natalie K, I hope that helped you. Sorry, I go quiet when I'm when I'm getting connections. Hi, Jelly. Yes, I'll pull a card for you, and you're very welcome, Natalie. If it's just a general Jelly, I'll do that right now. My hands look huge. I mean, I've just I've changed tripod and my hands look huge. I'm very sorry. It's because I'm so close to the camera. Hang on, sorry, there was a card that wanted to come through, and it was this one here, but I couldn't get it in front of the camera. Or maybe you two. I couldn't get it while my hands were in front of the camera. Oh my gosh. Jelly, is there something you want to say? But you also have the Three of Wands. So this wanted to come up again. But this one, Three of Wands. You have progress, you have some definite foresight coming in here. You can push yourself at this moment in time. You've got to have some kind of consideration as to where you want to go and where's the next time you want to, what's the word? Prepare yourself for some reason. Prepare yourself. Look into what it is you want to do. And I've had to put the cards down because my cat Bella is down beside me and she'll jump up if I don't fuss her. So that's why I'm doing that for you. So yeah, there's something that feels like there's foresight and preparation. There's something that you are still working on. Maybe you don't even realize it in the back of your mind, but this is also going to lead to manifestation and prosperity and a new beginning and the potential for the material gain. Again, not material as in, non-essential things. This is going to be something that creates a lot of fulfillment for you, and maybe there's a great deal of creation going on here too. Yes, that's what I feel for you, Chelly. If you can hear purring, that is my little bell. Alex, let me have a look. And yes, this camera angle is working much better for me. Simply because I don't have to reach around from 2 feet away to try and shuffle the things, the cards. What's coming up for... Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you, Chelly. All right. I'm told I have healing hands by many people, various people from when I was like 12. Oh, we haven't got healing hands, so yeah, I inherited that from my mum. Okay. Alex for next week. Next month, even. Well, I suppose next week is kind of the end of March. All right. Ooh, another ace. Okay, so 5 of Wands. People bickering, people... too many cooks spoiling the broth. You need to focus on your own opinion, nobody else's. Shut off anybody else who's moaning or trying to drag you into drama. Yeah, don't allow people to drag you into drama, please. This is going to be very vitally important for you. And I feel like this is coming at a time where Sword of Truth is asking you to cut the cords with anybody who has outstayed their welcome and is now just draining you. So it's almost like everyone has an opinion on how to boil an egg. How long for, how long's perfect, what you should put in, what you should leave out. You know, even I don't like boiled eggs, I like poached. You know, everybody has an opinion on how they like their eggs. So this is kind of just going with what you like, going with how you want to do things and pushing yourself forwards. That's the main thing that I'm seeing for you here, Alex. Definitely needing to move yourself in a direction that makes sense to you and makes sense to, yeah, just to try and understand the direction that you feel more called to. Thank you, Alex. And there, somebody kept telling me off because I didn't promote myself. If you would like to tip me at any time, the link is down below in the description box. But Ko-fi.com, lorientarot, buy me a coffee. It will support this channel. Thank you very much. I don't like doing that normally because I feel like, oh no, I'm begging for money. But you know, if you can't afford a tarot reading and you get all you need from my channel, if you get all you need from just having these little freebies on here, if you would consider a donation, that is the best way to do it. So thank you. Another gulp of tea. The sun is beginning to set. I would turn you to the window so you could see everything. But honestly, my room is such a mess, I don't want to do that. This is my aim. This is my aim. After Mother's Day today, after a lovely evening with my mum tonight, I am going to tidy this room. But I hope I've kept you nice and company for half an hour and given you some things to think about. seeing how, you know, things connect with you. Oh, how am I dealing with the quarantine? We're not quarantined. That's the sad thing about the UK at the moment. They are basically saying stay home if you need to, but everything's open. Apart from pubs and some cinemas and gatherings and things. But because both me and my mum are immunocompromised, I am not going out as much. Well, to be honest, I wasn't even going out much before. But just essential travel. So the corner shop, which is literally 5 minutes walk, and the other shop, which is about maybe a few more minutes, 15 minutes down the road. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm sitting inside and thinking, how can I build a garden and grow vegetables by myself? So yeah, I hope I kept all of you, or those of you who watch it, company for a little bit and gave you something to think about. Stay safe, keep each other very, very in mind, and do your best to work your light. Do your best to, excuse me, bring in your birthing a new age, the age of light, deep replenishment. Oh, Seattle, oh, it's a place I've always wanted to visit, but no, we're not quarantined. We're encouraged to self-isolate. To be honest, the last time I went out was the doctor's about a month ago. So, anyway, loving you all. Thank you very much for spending time with me today. Sending you lots and lots of blessings. And if you'd like me to do this again in future, if you'd like me to do this once a week or whatever, let me know. If you have questions, requests for pick a card readings, general readings, whatever, I'm here to help and serve. So let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, sending you lots of blessings, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care of yourself, please.